Ladies and gentlemen, this is ProWSoul from prowsoul.co.uk, and today I'm just going to be talking about Roman Reigns. And the big question of today is Roman Reigns the future of the WWE? Now, the quick answer is we don't know. Really, he could go either way. He could go up and he can go down, and that's up to himself. I think the main thing with this whole situation is whether he wants to embrace being hated or not. That is the main issue here, because one thing that is definitely for sure is he's going to be hated, because people have already decided that, wait a minute, he's going to get the push from the WWE, people in the back. They're going to give him the push, and Roman Reigns is the guy to take it into the new millennium as such. Well, it's not the new millennium, but it will be the whatever. But in the new era, he's going to be taking it, and for the next 10 years, we've got Roman Reigns as the guy. And he's going to get hated on, regardless of whatever the situation, he's going to get hated on. The thing is, he really does need to embrace the hate. Embrace it just like John Cena does. Whereas what he does is basically just ignores it and continues to do what he does, which is be a babyface. And regardless of what anybody says, he just continues to go. But another thing which I think would really help him is him to stop doing these boring promos that Vince McMahon and other guys have scripted for him. I would like it if he stops doing scripted promos and just does it from the heart. I think that's one of the main issues the fans have with Roman Reigns at present, is that everything is kind of like directed by the producer known as Vince McMahon. And it's not directed by him, it's produced by Vince McMahon and directed by Triple H. And in general, it sucks. It really does. I hate his promos. The last promo that he did, where one of the promos that he did I didn't like, was and all you need to do is believe that. And I get it, it's supposed to be funny and it's supposed to be cheesy as such, and some people find it funny and appropriate and it may work, but the vast majority of us, we don't believe it, and it just seems as though it's just force fed to us for us to accept that he is the man. And you know what, he could be the man in the future, but at the present time he is not shown versatility. And that was what the qualm was with a lot of the public. I would have preferred as well Seth Rollins to be not the champion. I would have preferred Daniel Bryan to be the champ, but I think the huge thing is Daniel Bryan's getting injured again lately, hasn't he? So Seth Rollins is appropriate for that at this present time. But the main issue is, how is he going to get to the top? How is he going to get to the top? Now, his wrestling ability, it is improving, definitely is improving without a doubt. His power ability, I wouldn't say is great. Regardless of a WWE want to make out as though he's this big powerhouse guy who can throw people around left, right and centre, I don't agree. He looks huge, there's no doubt about it. He looks absolutely huge, but when you saw him in WrestleMania, look what happened. Brock Lesnar just ragdolled him. Absolutely ragdolled him. No, you got to give Roman Reigns the credit that he took a huge amount of punishment as well and showed a lot of resiliency. But at the same time, you've got to admit that Roman Reigns isn't the big powerhouse guy that everybody wants to make out that he is. What I would like to do though, and I would like to see Roman Reigns, is have a good feud with someone. Now, I'll be honest, I don't like the feud with The Big Show. One, because they have really boring matches, They really have boring matches. I really don't think it works. I think they're trying to do what they did with the Ultimate Warrior, where they had Andre the Giant and the Ultimate Warrior. They were feuding for a while, in house shows, etc., etc. And it worked with that because the Warrior was a huge powerhouse guy. And the thing is, Roman Reigns isn't that guy. He is not that guy who would power slam him completely like the Warrior did. If you saw at the time, the Ultimate Warrior power slammed Andre the Giant fully, and he's a huge guy. This Big Show now, he's at least 100 pounds lighter than he was 5 years ago. So, and even then, he can properly pick him up and power slam him like the Ultimate Warrior did. But it seems as though they're trying to push him like the Ultimate Warrior. I would like to see him have a feud with Bray Wyatt. I would like to see the way that Bray Wyatt... no, sorry, not Bray Wyatt. Well, for instance, when the Ultimate Warrior, if anybody goes back and has a look, when he had a feud with The Undertaker, he went to the funeral parlour, and you can check it out on YouTube or wherever you may find it on the WWE Network. It may not be on YouTube. Wherever it is, if you go and have a look, one thing is for sure, you'll see this segment where Undertaker is in the back coffin, and Brother Love is talking to... Oh no, it wasn't Brother Love at the time. It was Paul Bearer was talking, and Paul Bearer was getting held by the Ultimate Warrior, and then out of nowhere, from behind came the Undertaker, smacking him with the urn, and then he got him in the coffin, and then after that, he was never the same, and then Ultimate Warrior kind of lost his confidence, wasn't too sure what was happening, he was iffy, and he was having, off-putting matches, and the Undertaker was trying to scare him, coming out with the coffin. Paul Bearer came out with a coffin one time into the ring, and out popped the Undertaker, and it was just getting scarier and scarier at that time. I mean, it was good drama. It wasn't getting scary. I wouldn't say it's scary for sure, but it was good drama. It was very fun to watch, and I think if Bray Wyatt does something like that, where he kind of puts him in a box or something, or traps him, and basically does something with him, maybe burns Roman Reigns' something, doll or something like that, and he kind of messes with Roman Reigns' head, or he tries to suffocate him or something like that, and he puts him to sleep with some chloroform from behind, and instead what happens, it backfires, is that the chloroform actually makes him go too much to sleep, and they end up taking Roman Reigns to the hospital, and then he's out for a week or so, and everybody's thinking, what's going on, this whole situation. It will be good to see the dark side of Bray Wyatt coming to fruition, and maybe he could, as such, have some type of pit, or coffin, something dark where he could just, or a body bag. That would be good if you can have a body bag and put him in the body bag, and Roman Reigns starts to lose his mind and kind of go out of control, and Bray Wyatt just keeps messing with his head for over a few months, and it keeps on going like this, where it keeps on going back and forth, where Roman Reigns is actually thinking to himself, second guessing himself, thinking, is he the same guy, is he as strong as he is, and he loses some matches as well, like just a few matches he starts losing his confidence, but then he builds himself back, and after a few pay-per-views have gone by with Bray Wyatt, then basically he eventually starts to beat him, and then he puts him away for a while, having a big match, and then he ends up in a number one contenders match and goes for the big title. And I think that will be the big build up that they need. At the present time, this whole thing with Big Show, it's not my thing. I mean, good on to, for thinking to try to build Roman Reigns, but we've seen this match and we've seen this segment for quite a while, and it just doesn't really work. It kind of bores us. Well, it bores me, for sure, and I'm sure a lot of people agree. There may be some which disagree as well, but that's it. Okay, so what do you guys think? What do you guys think Roman Reigns needs to do to build himself up to be the big man? I think, given the feud that he's having with the Big Show, I don't think he's gonna get hugely to the top very soon. But we hope so. I guess we all hope so. But he's certainly establishing his name. However, I would have preferred it if he did something with Bray Wyatt, because at this present time, Bray Wyatt doesn't have anything good for him as well. So you'd have two guys who would just be getting to the top, and it would just be ultimately, sure, Bray Wyatt will lose towards the end, but if he has a few wins at the beginning because he mentally tortures Roman Reigns, and then eventually he loses one or even two. I think that match, what was it? The ambulance match or something like that, or last man standing match where John Cena did with Bray Wyatt, and he put him down and put him in a box and locked him up or something like that. That would be good. Then maybe need to bring the casket back and something like that. I think it will be very good. The both stars could get pushed, and that will be the way forward for Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns, and I hope that happens, because at the present time the Big Show is just passing his time in the WWE. He's just happy getting his wages. We all know that. And his segments are really awful, and Roman Reigns can't pick him up. This is my opinion anyway. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think Roman Reigns needs to do something different? Do you think maybe he needs to go with Dean Ambrose or something like that? I don't agree with that, but let me know what you guys think. Anyway, drop a comment, do whatever. Please like, subscribe, and share. And have a great day. Peace out, everybody. Peace.